In problem number 10, we are given 2 points that connect 2 other points, and the question is, what's the distance between these 2 points on line? And whenever you see a distance between 2 points problem, you should think Pythagorean theorem. In other words, if I think of this as a right triangle, so if I come down to this point down here, and these points aren't the best on this graph, but it doesn't really matter. So I'm thinking of this right triangle, right angle there. And so really what I want to think about is how far is it from here, this point, -2, 8, down to a point that would be over here. And we can actually identify that point. You think about this position here of this. It's very similar to this one because it says it's at -2. So again, I'm going to ignore the lines and the pieces on here. If I use that, it'll be off. It tells me that the x value here is -2. So the x value here also has to be -2. The y value coming down this way is -4 because it tells me right here that that's -4. So this point is -2, -4. Now all it does is help me find the distance between these 2 points, because from here at 8 at the top down to -4 is a distance from here to here, 8 to -4. So come 8 to here and then 4 more to here is a total distance of 12. So from that point to that point is 12. Now from this point here, which is -2 on the x, all the way over to this point, which is at +3. So I'm going from -2 to +3, and so that distance, -2 to there is 2, and then 3 more is a distance of 5. And so now what I have is a right triangle, and I know the length of each leg. And remember, if you know the length of legs of right triangles, Pythagorean theorem says that the length of each leg squared is equal to the hypotenuse squared. So if I have the legs, 5 squared plus 12 squared, then I should be able to find what we're going to call C, the hypotenuse squared. So that means 25, 5 squared, plus 144 equals, in this case, 125 plus 144 plus 25 is 169. Now that's not the answer, and that's one of the reasons why it's on the answer choices, is because many people will get to this point and think that's the right answer. But if you think about it for a second, from there to there, there's no way it's 169. Not when this one is 12 and that one's 5. So you have to remember that this is equal to C squared. And what we want is just C. So to find the correct answer, we have to take the square root of 169 to get C. The square root of C squared. And so the square root of 169 is actually 13. And so the correct answer for this one is A, or 13. Using the Pythagorean theorem, A squared plus B squared, 5 squared plus 12 squared, 25 plus 144 equals 169, which is C squared. And so we need to take the square root of that. Really what we've just found is if there was a square off of this side of the triangle, it would have an area of 169. Just like the square off of the area of this side has an area of 144, and the square off of this side has an area of 25. So really what we've done is taken the area of this square plus the area of this square to find the area of that square, and then the square root of that, square root of 169, equals the length of that side, or the distance between those 2 points. So we need the Pythagorean theorem to solve that problem.